with a just put your get up off the wall, go on, get it moving here, yeah. I'm just catching the vibe. I told the valet, take your time, it might get a ride. Floating through the front door.
BA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in Uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Tonight, it's the first of two here on this Monday night, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Carolina Panthers. The first of two on this Monday night, the Saints and Panthers underway from Charlotte. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
In his 7th season now, here's Alvin Kamara.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. You look at this Carolina defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch. But nothing doing on that one.
Carr to throw on second down. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle couldn't bust him free. Well, this defense for the Panthers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Carr. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, and a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Chuba Hubbard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now a play fake. Carr. And that is incomplete here.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Now Carr. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Blake Gillikin on a punt here as he'll send this one away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded at the 33. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, Young. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now Young going to move him around.
Ready?
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther 1st down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Isaiah Foskey there on the tackle. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Ready?
Here's 2nd and 7.
Shot. 17. Set.
They'll try to throw now. Young. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. First and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on second and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Throwing, Young. This will be caught at about the 6. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
Strike! Strike! On the ball! On the ball!
They'll try to run with Sanders. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now fourth and goal.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there.
A 19-yard attempt.
The kick by Grenier is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it up, and they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here comes Sanders on the toss right, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside, but he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Black shot. Set, cut.
They go play action. Young. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And Shaheed going to go in motion. Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward. On the move past the 40. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And the catch made by Johnson. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down. Now Carr again. Again it's Johnson. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Good catch and a first down by Johnson, who's really benefited from a move to tight end the last 2 seasons. Over 500 yards and a team-leading 7 touchdown catches last year. Feels like we haven't even seen the best of him yet.
Now Carr. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Will Lutz on for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Okay, right?
Young will set to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Here we go, set. Ready?
Young to throw it. Open man is Mingo, complete. And he's going to be taken to the ground right there at the 35-yard line. The end result, 21 yards. Young to throw it. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Come on,
So it's
set.
3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Hey, go steal. Set.
To throw, Young. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Eddie Pinheiro for the Panthers field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked.
That'll be taken in by Shaheed.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Carr to throw again. And it's caught.
He's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Young here, you can see, changing the play. Now a throw here to his running back. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Sanders up the middle. And some space here. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Now here's Young. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Hey, go Fury. Ready.
Here's Sanders. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 91 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. It's Young off play action. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
52 blaster.
Now they'll change things up. Sanders is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal.
Check smash.
Sanders again. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here, because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Piniero's extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
2nd and 7 from the 20. On play action, now Carr. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Well, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to end up incomplete.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
Ready?
Off the play fake, Young. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Hurst. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Ultra. Claw, 10. Ready?
Young working out of the gun. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Now Young. Short throw underneath to Hurst. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
This was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Ball carrier brought down at the 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Come on, set. Hut, hut.
Young now. That's caught by Mingo, right side. Touchdown, Panthers. Jonathan Mingo with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
29.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Ready, break. Let's go, charge.
Young, he's going to change it up.
Set, go.
Now a 1st down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Take it across for Panthers touchdown. Israel Abanikanda with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers are on their way to a 2-0 start. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it up. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. 2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play. We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Tries the left side and finds Olave. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Carr, got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers will get the football back. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out to this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action, but other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Here's Johnny Hacker now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about